belief system was helping everyone to get enlightened, we will not be sitting here. We are not just talking about another belief in here. We are talking about an experience, a discovery per se. We are not trying to become anything either, because we already are. That essence is within all of us, is residing regardless of whether I'm aware of it or not. The point is that when I get aware of that, I'll be in tune with that essence. So that essence would run my life. That essence becomes the master, and the mind becomes the server. It's going to be reversed. Right now, our mind, most of the people, the mind is the master, and that essence is the servant. The essence is cooperating with the mind. We have expression in Persian, when چون که 100 آمد 90 هم مال ماست، پیش ماست. That means when you earn the 100, 90 is also yours. Isn't that so? Yes. When you get 100 as a grade, the 90 is also yours. You got also the 90. So that means once you get that 100, which is the essence, once you detect that, discover that, the rest comes with it. It's like part of this package. In other words, let's say there's this software within me I need to install. I have to go inside and push the button to install. Once the software installs, it wipes away all those unnecessary stuff that was there before. Isn't that so? So the real software is going to be installed. Okay?
It seems like, to be honest, it seems like you have to, it takes a certain amount of remembrance, or a certain amount, like remembering to just go back and check in with your center,
Absolutely.
And then we're going to say, well, how do we remember, Well, you remember when you remember, and you don't remember when you don't remember. You forget when you forget. Say a few words about that.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's what the Buddha says. When you discover who you are, the next thing is the last thing is very, very difficult. That is called self-remembering. Now that you know who you are, you have to remember in each breath that what it is that you experience inside. And therefore, you're going to remember the love connection, that love affair that you have within, the experience of that. So that love affair, to remember that all you need to be in the present moment, catch a deep breath, and all of a sudden you feel that this wine of joy comes all of a sudden on from your head, all of a sudden all over your body. So yes, the self-remembering part is difficult. That's why Hafiz says that in his very first line of the poetry in his book. It says, یا الله الساقی ادر کأسن و ناولا که عشق آسان نمود اول ولی افتاد مشکل ها. He says, he calls the divine his butler. He says, you are my butler, give me the wine, the cup of wine, because the experience of love within, that essence within, came very easy to me. I discovered that. But keeping that love up, keeping that feeling up, that ecstasy up, it became very, very difficult, because remembering that, because we have this conditional mind or being that we've always been identified with the wrong place. For let's say 40, 50 years, you have been identified with the body, mind, and emotion. All of a sudden, today, you have the experience of your essence. Okay? Yes, it's a beautiful experience. But when you come out, based on the habits that you have, you still may go to the mind, and then you come back to the essence. Mind, essence. This is going to go back and forth for a long time, until you get complete with this mind and essence issue. Okay? And then all of a sudden, one day you realize that the mind slowly wipes away, because it loses its color, it loses its validity, because you will be aware. Each day you will be more aware that how artificial and how false that egoic self was, and how true is your true self.
Let me ask, like, maybe this is just coming from the ego and wanting to do something, but I mean, to build an intention, or just to say, okay, I have the intention to remember more often. Or let me ask you another question, which maybe sounds more like religion, and you can comment on if this is a way that a Muslim religion might attack this kind of a idea, but to pray that I would remember. It's just, hey, God grant me the remembrance to live immersed in this feeling of my true essence. I mean, is that something that would be useful, or is that just
absolutely?
Or is that too much of a doing?
No, absolutely you can pray. Absolutely you can have the intention of remembering. And absolutely it's good to have the intention of praying God to help you in this path. Because God is there, here and now, residing in all of us. So He's listening right now. We can all pray that we can all be enlightened to His light. I would pray every day that that He keep me in this realm of joy and peace that He gave me. This is a blessing. This is the true wealth that you gain. This is not just, once you gain this, you don't want anything from this world. Richard, you don't want anything. You got it. You got fulfilled. That joy that you always, all your life you're looking for, you already tasted it. You experienced that. And that is the most important thing. That's this revolution that happens in your body. You became a new being because your vision has changed. All of a sudden you see everybody in your space. You've become nobody. All of a sudden you don't see this barrier. Your body is a barrier. When your vision changes, when the essence comes up, you see yourself as this space. I just gave you the stuff that you need to have. I showed you the direction. I said which way to go. We showed you some way of practicing meditation with the open eyes. So if you have this need, this thirst, you go and practice it on your own. You don't need me to be sitting next to you and to take you there. You don't need anyone. This is a path that each person has to take individually. My truth is not valuable for you, and it's going to be a prison for you, as a matter of fact, unless it's proven to you.